I will give you a holiday package for you and your family. Can you pass my name? My address proof is more than 3 months old. If I get you, if I just rework on it, will you be able to open my account? The name on my registration certificate is right wrong. It says in the right name. You can't change somebody's name. Whatever document you give you take it. Can you give me a better rate of interest? I do not have a check. Can you pass my transaction? I will give you the check number. Now, when a customer says that to you, you must understand that the customer is asking for a favor which you cannot do. It's not right for you to do such a thing. It's an ethical problem. Sometimes it may be internal to the organization. For example, I will be late to work. You do my signing. Then maybe people will tell you that. And you will find such people everywhere. I am not present. Take my password. Can you make me entry? In fact, even you can say, take my iCard and punch it. So, if you're late, you're late. If you're not coming, that is also fine. But when you're not working, your system, your transaction banking software will not work at home. It will only work in office. It works on internet, not on internet. So if that is not working, people track it. So I had a student by the name of Amit. Now Amit had, I obviously had taught him that you will not share passwords, you will not do anything, which is unethical. So when he went to office, he faced a similar situation where his seniors were forcing him to share his password with them. And he said, he called me, he said, ma'am, they have blocked my password, but they will unlock it and they want me to share it with them. I said, don't do that under any circumstance. And as luck would have it, the very next day, one of his colleagues was absent. And he shared the password, and that colleague who was absent was actually, he had resigned from the services. He took sick leave, he was at home, and he said, okay, take my password, do the entry, and verify also. So the person who was forcing Amit to give his password and the other guy, they both shared passwords. Somebody sitting in HR, now when you are an employee of the layout, your accounts are tracked, your systems are tracked. Okay, your salary account will be checked for any kind of discrepancy because your bank authority and other people. His account will be checked. His login ID was checked at the bank level, and they saw that this guy is absent. He is marked in the system, he sent a mail that he is absent. And here his ID is active. And the other person who had shared. Both the people were terminated. So sometimes it is very important for you to say no. The problem is that we live in a culture where if you like someone, you are supposed to say yes. To prove that you love somebody, you have to say yes to everything that that person does. Be it your parents, be it people you know, right? Your parents will say, no, don't take arts. Even if you like arts, don't take it. Do science. If you love me, you have to do that. Yeah. If you love a person, you cannot marry that person because parents have decided. If you love us, you should decide whom you love, right? That's the way they brought up. Everybody has these issues. So somewhere you do say yes because most of the time people say yes because no one is considered to be a valuable. But it's very important that you learn because later in life you may have to say no more than you have to say yes. Yeah. I say no to you so many times. I think most of the times I say no. I never say yes to you. I never say yes. Because I know something which is not justified, I should not encourage it. Because I do it once and I have to do it all my life. With every student. Which is not fair. So I have to stick to rules. So that also means saying no. Because it is for your good. So, read it, Ashwin.
Hi, this is airline calling you. Hi, this is airline got to inform you that the flight has been cancelled for tomorrow. I'm sorry to tell you that the next available flight we have is Monday. Customer, what, what, how can that be? Why are you just now cancelling the flight? Well, sir, due to weather disruptions, we had to cancel your flight for the safety or the passengers and the crew. This is ridiculous. You should have cancelled this flight back in September. Sir, we didn't know the weather would be bad in September. Because I demand you send me your private plane to take me to see.
Can you do such a thing if you are airline industry? The airline calls up and says the flight is delayed, the flight is cancelled. Can a customer is paying, you can talk that also. Okay? For example, I come to your counter, Aishwarya, and I say, you know now I'm going through a divorce. Going through a divorce with my wife. I need her bank accounts. I gave you a gift last month, this watch that you're wearing. No, but you have a no gift policy, where do you get it? By the way, I hope you all know you have a no gift policy also. The customer gets you a gift, you have to say no again. So don't be very happy. Oh, you got gift. Thanks for you.
And if you get a gift, you have to share the transaction.
No, you're not supposed to accept it. Now, some banks, like, I'll tell you, internally, like, banks have their own rules. Like, if you are an ICICI, you're not allowed to accept. Diwali, if they force you, maybe just sweets or some snacks, you can't accept gifts which are of value. In HDFC, they say that you cannot accept it. You can accept gifts up to a value of 500 rupees. But if it is more than that, sometimes when you refuse, it may be taken as an insult. Sometimes customers generally give it to you. It may be taken as an insult. So that time you have to take permission from their seniors whether you can take it. Because believe it or not, when you are giving good service, you will have people coming and giving you stuff. I have even had customers who would come and printed diaries with my name. Okay, my name is printed on the diary and they'll give it. So I have diaries like that at home where my name is printed. So they make it personalized to you. I remember one Diwali, a customer came with a dinner set. I refused. I said, I can't take a dinner set. I said, that will be enough. But you cannot give me a dinner set. So you have to refuse. You can't take a dinner set because tomorrow, when he asks you for favor, I can't pay my EMI today. Or I am not here, can you put money from your account and pay you? You are actually in a phase because you're taking favors. When you take favors, done. Because you know that it's not right. The problem is, and some practices which are followed. Like I had this case where the customer used to come regularly to the branch and he would just come with a slip of paper, debit account number, credit account number, amount, and check number. He used to write it down. And he had a number of accounts. Later, those accounts were closed by anti-money laundering. We had to freeze all those accounts. At that point of time, he used to come. And because people had forced him to take life insurance. So he was smart. He took those policies. And then he used to come and give them a slip. Do these transactions. I'll give you the check. The check would come same day or next day. Now remember that when you are doing transactions in the branch, every day, these vouchers that are collected, each and every document is called a voucher. So your check is a voucher, your address sheet voucher is also a voucher. Everything is a voucher. All the vouchers, be it modification, these transactions, they are, you have to punch it and you have to stitch it. You have to put a flag and you have to write the number of debit entries, credit entries, modification, give a bifurcation on that file cover. It has to be stitched every day. So imagine, today he does a transaction, he is giving you the check after 2 days. So your vouchers are pending, first stitching. So you have to do it all in one day, 3 to 4 bundles. Now imagine the plight of that housekeeping boy who is doing that for you. And why should you do that? In the meantime, if you lose some voucher, it's an audit requirement. Tomorrow there's a case and one voucher is missing. Who is to be held responsible? Problem? So everything has a legal consequence. Now this person used to come and give that, and everyone used to do it. So one day he came to my table and he did the same thing, he gave it to me. So we had a token system, we would pull tokens. And pull the token, he came to my table. So he said, take this and do it. I said, where is the check? Oh, every day I do it. I said, you know, this is not the process. And the best part, when you're talking so openly to each other. So, yeah, TM Mayu. TM is transaction and HTM, what to do with it. So, when you're doing HTM and you're talking to your colleague, customers are learning. You're not supposed to discuss it. And he would say, ma'am, TM Mayu. Ma'am, ACR में जाके balance check करो. You should talk like that. I said, no, I'm not doing the transaction. You can take it back. You get the check, stop doing it. He said, ma'am, nobody has ever done that. I said, I said, because sir, I cannot debit anybody's account like this. I will not debit your account also like this. No, I am taking the full responsibility. I said, what responsibility, sir? Each and every transaction is more than 2 lakhs. And at that time, we have access. Like, I had access to all accounts, any amount. Crores of rupees I could transfer. Then we had a capping later on, after about 2 years, we had a capping that everybody can enter 50 and post 50. Post is entry is just the entry, virtual. Posting is money movement from her account to her account. And then verification will be done by somebody. Now what used to happen earlier, I would do any amount. I would do the entry and posting. Somebody will just check it. Now at that stage you can't modify the transaction. It's already done. Whoever has got the money can withdraw the money also. Now I had access. I said, no, I'm not doing it. I said, you can talk to my friend. No, he will not allow. I said, so you know that it is a wrong transaction. So I will never risk anybody's account with such a thing. I told him the reason. So be very polite and tell him, no, we cannot do it. So he went to another colleague who used to do those favors. She did it. So she said, why are you, you will get pressure even internally. So my colleague said, you are not wanting to do work, that is why I am not doing it. I said, okay, take it as whatever. I will not do it, I will not do it. This is wrong. The voucher has to be in front of me. I am not going to take instructions on a slip of paper. It has no legal meaning. Few days later, when I came, he did a 10 lakh rupee transaction. She did it. And she got it verified also from somewhere. So the check was not showing in your waiting queue. So, and then at night she calls me. What happened? You were right. What happened? He didn't get the check. It's 10 lakhs from all of there's an audit. If he doesn't give it, I may lose my job. 10 lakhs of transaction. You are doing without a check. And the problem is that even seniors will be involved. Okay, so you have to say no. Like one scenario where I had, when my boss told me the customer was waiting and he said, give him gold worth 96,000. Give it. Morning you do the transaction, we get the check. I said, tomorrow is Rakhi. We are working, he is not working. He is taking gold to give his sisters. How can I give him gold? No, you have to. I said, okay, do one thing. If he's not carrying check, he's not carrying a letter, and he cannot make a payment. You send a mail to me, and on your instruction I do it. How can I write a mail? I said, how do you expect me to react? See, there may be consequences. But please understand something called ethics is very, very important in life. You have your own rules. And if you break those rules or if you don't follow those rules, there will come a time that you have to be answerable for all of those mistakes. So, saying no in many situations, like for example, I do not want my child to play with fire. I will have to say a no. So, no becomes a very, very important one. As of now, when our parents are concerned about us, they say no, don't do this, don't go out, don't play with fire, don't play with a knife, don't play with glass. They say no only in those scenarios, but there are a lot of other things that parents should say no. Like for example, my daughter, she said today's a test, I don't want to go for a test. I said no to that. You have to go. Mama, that teacher, I don't like her. I said no, you will not discuss your teacher. The problem comes when the parents encourage you. This behavior becomes bad when your parents encourage you. Sometimes the teacher has more say than the parents also. I'm your teacher. I'm not my daughter's teacher. I'm a mother. So there's a difference. So you have to understand where you say no. Because otherwise you don't raise proper children. Same thing, your work will also not be, Like for example, you are loaded with work. Your colleague comes and says, today I have to go for a wedding, can you do my work? You say okay. Next day she says, I have to go out urgently. Again, you say okay. Third day, it becomes your work. You're doing your work. You're doing your work. End of the year, you're not getting credit for that because it has not been delegated to you in a formal manner. It is informal. There is no record on mail which says that you have done that. So sometimes you just stand up and your rights also. Okay? So you have to be very, very clear now whether going wrong, something wrong with the weather and you cancelling a flight, can you give a private plane to somebody? It means that the weather still is bad, right? You have to explain to the customer that this is not possible. The case that I asked her, when I said you give me this my wife's statement, I had a similar case, a TV actress who must have been seeing her on TV, I will not give you her name. She called me and I used to deal with her accounts. And she tells me, this is my husband's name. You know what is going on, right? So you give me his statement and tell me what his balance is. I refused. I said, no, ma'am, no, please try. I said, there's no name like this. Like I have no list of names which has this name in it. What are you saying? I said, yeah, exactly. I did not give her the balance. See, we are a bank, we are a financial company. We are not judged and we are not taking sides for anybody. So don't give judgments, don't tell people balances, don't tell them what kind of thing. So there's something on banker secrecy, you've learned it in duties of a banker, right? Banker secrecy, you don't give out information without permission. So if there's no written consent or express contract or express consent, you will not do something which is not mentioned. Don't assume things at all. Because you may get into trouble. I work at a poolside restaurant. A kid comes to order something, his mom comes up and says something in the middle of the ordering, and they walk away from the counter and start arguing. He does not come back to finish his order. So I didn't have his order here. So she's arguing with me, her mother comes and takes her away. He's not finished with the order. I am not sure whether to take the order. It's not my mistake. Because they never completed the order. Shortly afterward, the boy comes up asking for his food. When I tell him he never ordered, his mom reminds me that he's a customer. That is our country. So what do you do in such a situation? Anisha, if you are working at a restaurant and I come and I say, no, I ordered, I am a customer. How can you talk to me like that? I ordered food, what will you do? How? Enact it.
It's always statement. You can place your order now and
Not as soon as possible. I'll give it to you right away. Please have a seat. So you will actually talk to him. I tried to talk to you, but at that time I could not do that. You have to remind him, you have to be polite. At the same time, you have to say you did not place the order. That's why the order is not. Similar case, I had a customer who wanted a statement every month, sometimes every day. And he said, I will never come, my daughter will come every day. So I said, you have to use a current account, you have to give a letter with reports. Now, in current accounts, typically the system is 1 month statements. For savings accounts, it's 6 months. Together, I can put it from 1st of April to 30th of September. And then 1st of October to 30th of March. So that is to be printed every month. So I said, okay, you said that, give us a blanket approval, which means one letter that says, whenever my daughter so and so comes, please hand over the statement. So we took one letter and kept it on our records. Now, every time you're printing 1 month statement, you have to change the rate. November has 30 days, October has 31 days. So my colleague was printing. So he had not sent any letter. The daughter came and said, October, November, December, just give the statement. So she printed. October was 31. She printed September, October, November. September was 30, October was 30, and November was 30. Instead of 31 in October, she printed 30 days statement. She missed that one day. There was no letter, there was only verbal communication. Brought a letter. So next day the customer came and made a big scene. He said, how would you give her one day less statement? I thought my money is being robbed. I thought my account, you all have taken away my money. And he went on for about 2 hours. Almost 2 hours. Then I said, so my colleague came, I asked my cashier, I said, no, it's this one. He said, we apologize. He stayed too much. Finally, I asked him, sir, I don't see any record of you giving me instructions on what date you were doing. No, but I didn't give. So how can you not give? Have I charged you? No, you not charged me. So I'm sure that you have online banking, you must be getting your statements. Apart from that, you get physical statements also. You're taking it away. You're not only a written application. I said, as per process, you will have to give me an application every 10 months. And you have to mention the start date and the end date. So I can even have a mistake. I am sorry, ma'am. I understand mistakes happen. I forgive her. I said, no, sir. Now we will follow the process. Sometimes be very polite. Tell them this is how we do.
Ma'am, but you can download the statement from the website.
Who will download the statement and take a break? That requires money. Please understand. You meet all types of people. Very politely I said, from now on, send a letter. Without that, we will not give you a letter. And take your time I will use that branch. We cannot give him a statement without a letter. So then there is no problem. Right? Without your instruction, we may make a mistake. You can question us if you've given us a letter. If you've not given us a letter and writing, how will you question? Okay, so follow process. It will always help. So here also you should be polite. Can you lose temper on a person? Can you be angry? Can you abuse? No. No, but you use abusive words even in daily language. So, while you're talking to your friends, some nice choices, abusive words are actually a sign of love. Right? Yeah, I mean, she said yes. So, when you make it a habit to speak like that, the only change, when the change comes, when you have your own children. And then you realize that children are using the same words. And then you start changing your vocabulary. No, I didn't have a problem because I never used abusive words. I think it's very nice. So even if my daughter used, so the other day she was talking to somebody and she said, "Kya be?" And she got a lecture from my in-laws. And she came and cried. She said, "Why didn't even say be?" I said, "The master said be. I heard it. I heard you saying that." So then she cried. I said, "Cry. It's okay. You will not use it in the house." My mother-in-law was very particular. She doesn't. And she looked at you as if you just come from the slums. So then, the moment you feel like that, you never use that words. And in fact, in batch 23, I had started this exercise that every time you use an abusive word, you have to come and explain and do an extempore on that word for 5 minutes. They automatically stop. So that is how we can embarrass people stop them from using abusive words. Frankly speaking, it makes you look very crass, especially when you're working. You know, in college we think that when we use such language. In fact, I went to a school where I was even told not to use words like movie. Movie is land. Film is the right word. Okay? So my teachers were that particular. We had a wooden staircase in my school. So I still remember we had posters everywhere. Only elephants come. So we had to walk on our toes. So they were that particular. So when I hear you are speaking, I at times I actually think how do you speak like that? Because you're not being corrected. See, when you make a niche for yourself, it has to have all of this. This is really good. So do that. Don't use any language you speak. Be it Hindi, be it English. I'm not saying English has to be bad for you to sound good. No. I think a lot of people speak very good English. Look at Amitabh Bachchan speaking. I think he's amazing. And he uses the best words, the best vocabulary, the best manner. So you can do the same. So I work in a hotel. Someone had to check out. Check out is 10. Now for that hotel it is 10. Usually it's 11 for all hotels. And we had a new guest arriving in the room at 3 p.m. So they had to clean the room, which means they have to change everything. It takes time. I went up there at 11 a.m. knocked on the door. The guy wouldn't open the door. He just yelled through the door that he was staying for another night. I told him that he'd have to come to the reception and arrange a new room if we had one available. He told me that is my job. Maybe he will not come. In such a scenario, what would you do? Hotel industry.
First thing is scary. This is contract I didn't do there. The deputy manager, then he will go to his room and request him saying if he wants to stay in that room, he'll be charged. And for the extra service, like we are charging him extra. And in case we don't have any rooms, we send him to some other hotel close by, other and he has to pay for it. So that's the thing we cannot do.
Because you've already committed to another client. Another customer has already come. Very politely you have to say. And sometimes what they do is they lock the rooms. They will not share. You have master keys. You can open the rooms. Sometimes you have to do that. You have to have rope or something to come. You have to be strong enough to handle it. Now, all of you, think of a situation where you found it difficult to understand. Always a very bad. Because then that means you're not a person who's assertive. You need assertive, you know what is assertive. Without harming anybody, you being able to tell your side of the story, justifying it properly, without being aggressive and making yourself heard. People will listen to you when you're assertive. Okay? So tell me, what situation have you found difficult? I'm sure all of us have that situation. I also go through that situation, but only for my loved ones. When my parents insist that I have to go to their house, and I don't have time, and I have meetings, and I have to see, and I say I cannot come. And then my father will emotionally back me. That is a situation where it is difficult to me. What happens to you? Where? Can you think of a situation where you have to say no, and you found it very difficult to say no?
When Mama gives me a lot of work and do
Mama gives you work. What work actually?
all the gym, the street.
I know it's a difficult. So, all mothers are like that. My results are out.
I'm getting work when we have exam the next day.
No, you know what happened? I got a call and we didn't have internet usage to get results when I cleared. So I got a call and they said, oh, the results are out. So I told my mother and she was going to have a card party. And I used to cook for my mom. I used to really pamper my mother till I stayed with her. So my mother said, my friends are coming for cards. So I said, Mama, my results have come. So I need to. मुझे पता है तुम आ सकती होगी कुछ खाना बनाना So I said, you're not worried. No, no, I'm sure about you. You pass, I know that. So sometimes it is very difficult.
Right now, I'm worried about time.
So mothers can, it's difficult. And then if you say no, then she won't talk to you. It's difficult, emotional time.
Next function is sexual friendship.
But then it's okay afterwards.
What's your thoughts?
And then too much of gossip. Yes.
And kind of friends when they're from and she loves my clothes, so she will take everything. And I love it. I'm not the everyone. You hate I love it. She wanted that and so I and I mean, first of all, I don't like this girl. And then she's like, I want it. And I don't know. And my mom said, what is wrong with you? Yeah.
Have you stayed in a hostel? And all of you should at least stay once in your life alone, away from your parents.
With time, you
You see me now. I've learned everything from them. Clothes, people ask. No, I don't like it. I don't like stealing clothes. I don't like other people wearing clothes. Here, I don't want you to use my stuff.
perfumes, shampoos, everything now.
That is still very good. You can still control it. When people come and ask you notes during exams, say, I was supposed right? So I remember so this friend of mine came and he was a senior. He said, you see this guy is in your class. I said, yeah, I've seen him once. So can you give me your notes? So I said, no, I don't have notes. So then he looked at my friend and he says, okay, she can give notes. I said, no, she doesn't really give notes. I said, why doesn't he come to class? Why doesn't he take his notes down? Why should he ask us? Let him take his own notes. Sorry, I don't have it. You don't come, you don't attend the whole session. And then end of the year, you come and you want to go one sorry because I we didn't hear it. My God, you made me out to be such a horrible person. I said, look, you're not getting your notes. I'll save you. So you have to be very, very firm sometimes. Then in a situation that you be.
Notes is when I have felt good notes for therapy and I have studied. So anyone comes and asks me to do this notes, I don't give it. I just say no. Because I've done so much research on it. I've heard it from different books, different like authors. I just cannot give anything to them. Because that person is not going to study and he's not going to value it. Or he might have not even pass. So I do also. I'm not in my clothes for me.
I'm giving examples. When I used to be studying, and all the person sitting in front of me and the person was sitting behind me poking. They keep poking my leg. And twice I got caught. Telling why are you shaking, what are you trying to do? It's a kind of malpractice, will change your seat and everything. And once I told her once, I get up in the morning, I study, I make my food. You study, I'll help you. You don't study, why should I help you?
I don't like driving alone. My mom was like, if you want to drive, drive it. We are not driving.
So you want a driver and you, so why don't you come by Uber? Better, it's cheaper for your parents.
Like I wanted to person class. So then I had to do that.
Start working and what are salary? It's like only 1/10 of the salary and rest give everything to a driver. You know how much they charge? Yeah. So
The neighbors have it's like replacing a theater product. So the neighbors or friends, when they come to me, they're like, "Papa, they go to the and I'm like,
keep giving books.
they write the name, then their brother's name, and the sibling name, and they're like, don't like it. I want to
They don't give you back.
think
So then they give it back.
They give it back, but they scribble in it, write their name and the content, same दिल बना देते हैं पता नहीं क्या
pages font करते हैं
Yeah,
When they're forcing you to go out somewhere and don't go, like how the same rule, then like if the same rule, they'll feel bad and I should not come again.
My mom and dad, and sometimes they go outside the so I asked him what do you want to eat. So daddy says I want something like Gujarati and mom says I want to eat Punjabi because I eat very nice. So किसी को भी ना
Have you ever had any of you?
Yes.
Yes. Only two people? Others? Boys? Have you got Punjabi food and Gujarati food?
So again I say no to anything. So I have to make
Double?
Yes.
Oh my god.
And my cousin wanted me to stay at my place and I didn't want to stay. She was pushing and my aunt was also staying. So I couldn't say no.
Why do you want to stay there?
तो किसी का खाना बुलाता है बिना फिर रिलेटिव होता है तो कहना खाओ बेटा कहीं तो खाओ
So they are hostel hosts.
सर difficult moment will be after the memory.
Yes, Emma.
when some relatives come and on Sunday they have to go to the airport and on Sunday morning they have to drive us to the airport. Sunday morning.
Yes.
And my sister comes at home and she says, "चल नहीं जाते तो I'm very tired."
Yeah. And then you are so rude, you brothers.
She does always wants.
So we can
It's very difficult to say no.
good, you should do that first.
Like I say no to my best friend, a childhood friend. Even if he calls me at 2 at night, I have to go and help him. Actually, he can't walk, so I help him.
Oh. So how does he call you then? When he gives you a missed call or he sends a message call. Oh. So after my mobile is always on silent. No, I keep it on because sometimes my parents may call, so you have to keep it on if it's later at night and you check.
Vibration is very bad vibration.
When my father is out of town and he wants me to go to office, so I can't say no.
And you know that. Ritesh.
I can't say no to my girlfriend.
And it's a painful thing. So all of us have, see sometimes you may, I know that some of the situations are like for example Janvi, she said that I have to cook double the food, but I'm sure she enjoys that. But there are more irritating situations. For example, there's a friend who will keep asking you for money. Okay. On time, you are never So then such situations, see when we are talking about loved ones, we understand that it is not for something like what I discussed just now, money or ethics. That is out of love that they call me young. And maybe your mom wants you to learn something at home. But when situations are like what Johan said, drive us to the airport. Uber, Ola, or like this uncle of mine called me once and he says, tell your father please to go and collect some forms for my son. I said, yes. I picked up the phone. So, you know, I don't know what to do. So I said, no, he can't go, he's busy. So can you go? I said, no. So we had haven't been talking. It's okay. It can be.
Some people are, just saying, we are the hard market.
So see, the problem is that you give them an inch and they take a mile. So sometimes you have to say, like friends who ask for money, I can tell you, colleagues who ask for money, people who ask for favors. They were like, give me your car and I'll return it to you up next week. Problem, right? So you have to say no. Why is it because you all have, everybody, like all of us, have a strong desire to fit in. We want to be part of the group. If we keep saying no, over a period of time, we can alienate us. And we will not have anybody. So to please everybody, we say yes. Lack of self-esteem, I don't have the courage to say no. If I'm okay with my own needs and I don't have to depend on other people for my emotional needs, I will be able to say. If I'm independent, I will be able to say. And if I hold myself in highest, so which means if I have ethical problems, I have an issue that you are doing something wrong, it doesn't go with my morals, I will not do it. Because I hold myself in highest. People who lack in confidence, because you don't have the power to say a no. So sometimes you have to, like small children, they have to be taught that. My daughter had an issue. She couldn't say no to friends who would call her down. And then I used to scream at her, you go down and then you go down. So poor thing, she will face that there. So then I started. She said, Mama, she doesn't come, and every time I go, she walks away, and then there's a problem. So I said, say no to her on the phone now. She said, how? I said, I'm with you. She said, no. She said, no. No, you never talk. No, talk to my mother. My mother is there. They're scared of you. I said, everywhere say, talk to my mother. Nobody will talk to her. So sometimes it's good to reject. So with time, the child also learns to be confident. Okay? It takes time to learn it. Even confidence in saying no and getting self-esteem, it takes time. Everybody needs to learn it. Because tomorrow you're going into a place where people will not help you. People don't have the time. It's not that they don't want to help you. They do want to help you. They may not have the time. So tomorrow you expect your colleague to handhold you. You didn't teach me anything. They're not there to teach you. You're supposed to learn on your own. So they may tell you once. They have to write it down and learn. People don't have that much time. Yes.
I like highlights, but for now I can only pay for a trimmer.
Okay, so it's not going to be trim.
No, highlights, but I can only pay for a trimmer.
So what do you see in this game? So he says, okay, so you only want the trim today. No, I want the highlights today. But I can only pay for one thing. You have such people. Give me the statement for the whole year, but I will not pay. Make a stop payment, but I don't want to pay charges. But you can't charge at a later date. You charge on the day you do the stop payment.
Time. But for now, I need you to just go ahead and do a method.
So basically, when you work for free?
No, I don't even work for free. It's just a test. That way I can see if my husband likes it, and then you can roll the cost over to the next.
Okay, so Joyce is just going to try it. If my husband likes it, I'll do it. Which means, if he likes it, then you roll it over to the actual highlight when I do it. which means it is free. Only if he likes it, she will get the whole thing done. You can add this cost to that. But if he doesn't like it, she won't come the next time. So, is it an unreasonable demand? Yes, because you are not doing charity. Please understand, all of us are going to go into banks and we have to ensure that we get our funds for the bank, not for ourselves. So, what I am saying is, there will be customers who will make unreasonable demands. Like when she says, well, it's not free. If my husband likes it, roll it over to the next payment. That's an unreasonable demand. Sometimes these demands cannot be met. You have to ensure that everything that you do, even if it's an unreasonable demand, it is as per guidelines. If it's unreasonable, obviously it's not as per guidelines. It is not as per compliance. Sometimes it can be irrationally known to get work done. Keep calm. Please, one more thing. When something screams at you, understand that you are not bad, you are not abusive. You are not. So keep quiet. Don't feel bad, plan answers in your mind. It's better to be quiet at that. Like an rude. You have no choice, better accept, right? So but you get it from me, you bang. So you don't have to plan answers in your mind because your customer you cannot open, because if the customer complains, you can lose your job. I say my branch. This lady was the customer came. Explain to me why this charge comes straight to the team. She explained education for about 1.5 hours. And then so the very client says like, this is not. Every time you want us to buy products. See, it's your job to talk. You're talking. Does it take you free time? You are asked, and you want to buy this thing. You want this. What do you say? No thanks. You say the same thing, right? If that guy comes and forces you, then you can do. But that person does he abuse you? Now what happened? This girl who offends herself 1 hours. Whether it's like you have buying customer price. And when you tell them straight, not doing a favor. It's your job, you're getting paid for it. So same thing happened. Like we get answer. After some time, the guy came back. She was fuming. He didn't take care. He didn't. It was just a easy. He came back, Mrs. Ma'am, and she just did this. Just that much. He wrote a complaint in the AMC's office, which is a plus. You have all right. You cannot ill-treat girls. You cannot say something which will look bad, because tomorrow you may come ready. Okay. So when you have to say no to the customer breaks an agreement. Don't charge me penalty. I am paying premature, sir. That's the contract. You have to charge him 1%. Customer is standing. You already. Like we had a case where I remember the customer came in premature closure. It was a traditional every. Simple rate of interest she used to get in savings account. So he was told very clearly, I still remember. And the best is that they live in my building. So he came and see when if it's money, you can dedicate from your principal. So whatever is the fixed deposit is less. No, it's okay. I made him sign. He had a stamp. It says I'm aware of the condition. He signed it. Next year the amount was paid lesser. Same day, next day. I will not close. It's told him that She said, this is everything behind you, stand beside you. Yeah, she said, I didn't understand. It's agreement. You are aware of it. I will not pay you for that. If I made a mistake, you would not have signed it. Right? So you have to always be yours. We didn't make many mistakes. We signed on something which we put for him there. There will be an adapted from the principal. So can you say no without saying no? How? How?
Why not?
No.
That's saying let's see.
Let's
Use order.
We'll see. Okay.
We will do. Right.
Also, you can push it to another day. But you let's do this. Like what we say, what you do. Mommy, today I want to go to dinner. I want to spend a day. I don't have that, and I want to the regular food. But a day like that, everybody has such days. I don't have the money. What do I say? Today let's try some other cuisine. Let's go there. Let's have Asian. Or only have Chinese. Today I feel like having 11. Alternatives. Pushing it. Another day. Let it be specially come here. Okay? Yes, we can always say no without saying. You give an alternative. Explain why you don't. Sometimes you have to why. For example, my daughter said, I want a tax. Why? Because my friend has. Now this was from 4-5 years. This is. I said, I'll not do it. So she said, I will collect money and money. So she told everybody, don't give me gifts. Within 6 months, she collected money. 14,000 she had my something like that. I took the money, PTA. She said, why did you do that? I said, no phone. No tab. Why? Against factors. If I say you don't get a phone. Somebody said, because then you do this, and I showed her marks. Wherever marks I compared. I said, this is what you watch TV, this, explain. And then your child understands. And I don't teach my child. She studies herself. And now, the last 4 years. I don't do that. And I tell her, spoke yourself. Explain to them why. It's necessary. I don't do a project work. She's supposed to do it. I'm not supposed to. She does it. So when I tell her, every day I tell her, this is your job. Get me the water bottle. You have to get me that. I like to speak at night. Get it from me. She said, Mama, so much work. In the morning I get up, I make your jodi. I told her, simple. I do the kid. Okay, then nobody. Let's repeat again and again. How do you repeat it? Tell me. Don't say no. I'm saying yes, but yes, not understand. I understand. It's not possible.
We'll see.
So some other time. We can't. Then maybe say let's go for dinner. No, sir. I cannot have it. I'm happy. We can do that. So no, say 5 times in different ways. Well. Silence also projects reducer. Like your mother doesn't talk. So stop talking. 4-5 days. Things will be okay. So my friend, what do I tell you? Okay, no messages, tell you anything. Check your mails. No placement.
Can you ask for some coaching or
Exactly. And one look. Right? How to say no? Okay. Now we see after this session. And you will learn how to say no to each other. Pass on the situation to the next team after that. End of activity, compare responsibility. So this activity is what I need to do sometimes. So I will pass it on to you. Two have tests. You three. So I need to take communication test. And SRM. Are you coming? You're not coming. What happened to you? This was right. That's right. So that can happen together. Yeah, I have finished today. So SRM is only communication takes time. Communication is one is written, one is role, one is reading, and one is extempo. We give you some state. There are three course, so all of you will get something. So you come and speak. Immediate. Before saying a no, one make an indirect listening state. To listen. Paraphrase the content and feeling of the request proposal. So I understand also not to have a problem, and you need to answer funds immediately. Sir, these are the cost charges. But what we can do is see this. I cannot waive off the charges. I understand that money to spend money. If you can get your life fully, you will be able to transfer RTGS. And the charges are much less. And that's okay. Even in our organization, so very invaluable learning. Understand that the person is is urgent business deal. You have to do it. He doesn't want to pay charges. You have to explain to him properly. So empathic is you feeling his pain. But you have to be reasonable. Sometimes what do doctors say when you go and you say no, I have a problem. Like my doctor. I don't go to my doctor. And then my doctor says this. So when I get very angry. But he listens to whatever I have to say. No, I don't have I am not going to my support. I cannot come to you. So I have some major problems. So every time I delay, he tells me, oh, that's okay. You have to find time for yourself. I understand you are very busy. This you have to do. He's also that we give you that very. And sometimes we become unreasonable. Oh, I want results immediately. So I want immediate results. Hospital arranged me and unreasonable. Okay. So something which cannot be done. Say no. Tomorrow you will doctor will do. Right? By the way, I don't like anticipation. Must lose. One. Be humble but not passive. By the way, I don't know if you read the newspaper 2 weeks back. HR companies started getting ability and being humble into their their performance management. So your promotion will depend on how treat everybody whether you are a weak or weak. Humility is a sign of humility. So how humble? Passive means when I let you do what you want. like a man, hot, man. But yesterday he was active. That is active. Active participation. Whatever, give up. You have to be humble. Can't be active, not passive. But don't allow it. Be passive if you allow it. Okay. Remain poised. Somebody may feel, but not a reaction. Be calm. Because if you start getting angry, you start telling better than they have affected. And the worst thing somebody is not getting. So in your line of study, you cannot abuse and you cannot scream back. Be calm. Even if you are angry inside. Express empathy is when you feel the other person. And you have to do that all the time. Very important. I'm sure all of us have that. Empathy yourself somebody else. Understanding what they may be going through. Let the customer right now. When customer comes and let it up. Once they said everything that they want to say, then calm them. Give a glass of water. Take their request. And also this can't be this. Then you give the reason. But when remain, screaming, cry and give justification, then nothing will happen. Justification, don't give. You have that. Nitesh had it over. Initially he justified when we had started the course, right? Avoid defensiveness. No, but we did it. You came and that day. Don't get it. It's okay. What he feels about you. You can only change it with your actions. So do things that focus on the solution. So he said, how affected and focus on that. Focus should always be whether whatever request the customer you help him. That is more important. Now imagine right now, the banking industry is used upon demand side. Can you imagine how many times a day they have to say no? And people come and scream at them. It's not their fault. I went to shoppers down very branch. I say like busiest branch. There are 8 to 12 hour branch. There are shifts, working shifts here. You will not believe. In 3 days, they have got 2 lakh rupees the sector. 2 lakhs. 2 lakhs one customer will take 2 lakhs. 2 lakhs is nothing. And that's the amount of money. Can you imagine how many times you can say no? If you find no problem, you will be interrupted. You don't have a choice. You have that kind of thing. Have to say no. Things that are not understood. Solution be professional. We don't have that much. The situation is such. Initially, when it happened, it wasn't dealt with. I totally agree. The Modi government, you saw, they didn't make a comment. It's okay. You don't see crowds at the bank. Things are okay, right? It started getting money to ATMs also. It takes some time to change or bring about some kind of opposition. But it has happened. So at that time, all the members have had to calm and quiet. So be professional in it. So you will not be able to do it, not as per. Sir, right now I do not have the cash. We haven't got any cash from our currency. I will not be able to. But whenever I get the cash next time, I'll let you. Diwali time, you get customer brand. Marriage, 10 rupee, I want new bundle. You may not have it. Sir, I'll definitely order. When I get your give me your number, I'll give you. Take me the old notes. Issuable notes, we just write. So You are now able to demonstrate what is known. So you will practice now. I still have you do role plays now. So your test will start at 30 people. Don't take question. Okay. So this is service quality. Quality service. Now today all organizations are for service quality because this is an important parameter as far as maintaining your customers are concerned. You remember I told you that every year. So this is financially what? 16, 17, right? So all customers who will come in 16, 17 are new customers, new entity. And all customers. So next year this lot of customers. So enhancing relationship ERP. They become older customers, not old customers. So what happens to these customers? They are older, and then from 17 to 18 to 80, they will start opening accounts for other companies. Now 18, 19, 17, 18 customers become ERP. Okay, now these old customers, when you open accounts, very nice to them. Very nice service, high review, interest, all that happen. Next year, if you don't pay attention to the other new customers. What happens? The board. And you fill in water. If you don't take care of the board, then we are old, we are cracked, and the water will start. So what happens to these customers? They start now, they will not be closing their accounts. So your board, end of the day, you are having balance. Why is not growing? Because you haven't bothered about the customers who opened last year. See, you have to retain them, and then open them. The cost of retention is lesser compared to the cost of acquisition. If you service these customers well, they will stay with you. Small things. You remember I gave you my cashier notes. 1,000, 1 lakh he had given more. I got it back every day. I had nobody in the branch is interested in it. So I said I'll do this. It's an interest. They will clearly got clear. So she was getting her day care. She doesn't have balance sheet. I call her up and I say, ma'am, I believe you issue this check. Yeah, I give her 5 lakh check. Ma'am, I think balance is less. Okay, and ma'am the sign is not. No, I have issued the check to Aishwarya. I'm giving 5 lakhs. How much money less? 25,000. I'm coming to hold the check. Yes, ma'am, I'll hold it. I have one more. Can you come before? Yes, I'll do it. But I'm in Nandhi. Can I deposit it? Yes, ma'am, you can. And if you're still better, and then ma'am, just go and meet us and say, you know me. She helped you. You go and deposit the money. I have passed the check. In the meantime, I call up my case folder. Your time, right? So my clearing says no problem. I passed the check. Okay. Small service. I haven't done anything. Pick them up, check is passed. Your reputation is intact. Your check has not bounced. After this, what happens? What happens to your service? What happens to you? I've done my job, right? Technically, I should not be calling you but I reminded them. You forgot. Had enough money. Maybe there was some other money which went to your. You were not aware. I tell you, when you put in the money. Will you feel good about it? For any other people you remember me? Yes. So every time you come to your first point of contact. For everything. Tomorrow when I Monday the way, will you be ready to listen to this? Yes, you'll be. So the same customer, when this happened, the customer had issued the check and he likes it. my cashier gave 4 lakhs. When I spoke to him, I said, I'll come and see the camera. He says, keep it. I'll get it. 1 lakh, not a small. It's only consistent service you give to people and they keep in touch. And they remember you all there. Okay, they keep calling. Even now, I think I left 4 years. This February, I will be 4 years. My old customers still call. Still, we're good friends now. So please understand. Service quality is the most important factor in getting the brand some recognition, they can retain customers. All your sales will happen if your service is good. Sales doesn't happen for service happens. You have to see the need and for you and getting this done. Okay. Then a sales people have a lot to do. Have any requirement checkbooks? You don't have I just sing here. If you have somebody in the brand, please get it done. You don't have to come to the brand. Ma'am, whenever you pass a check or something, just send that person to me, I'll get it done. Small things. And that helps in service quality. By the end of this achievement, we have to understand the type of customer understand customer service. And understand my needs. There are regulatory guidelines for customer service which we have to follow. So factors for achieving customer satisfaction. One happening. I want to place horrible. It's good. You don't go to someone who does not museum or I know. So you always have an opinion on that. You would not harm. So they go to very see a lot of paper, see files. That creates an impact on customer service. The simpler the operation procedure, many loopholes inside your own process, people don't like. Multiple communication channels. Let's do one. I'll continue, or I'll tell recommend what I have. I will ask you to continue. Or would you still want to go through it? Just 5 minutes. I will explain it and I'll come back and explain it further. Okay, so one is the simpler it's better this way. Because what happens is if you say you get 5 right no customer. Very big book. Okay, YC and account make it simple. Multiple communication channels. Today, how many channels you have? Apps. You have payment wallet, you have banking, mobile banking. You have branch banking, relationship bank, manager places, things. So keep all the lines open. That also improves service quality. Skill development. So one is right now we're teaching customers to export in the digital platform. Apart from that, our own people skills which will help customer service. TQMS quality management. Okay, so today it's a basic tool that we have. Usually what happens is that we only look at the customer part. No, we look at everything. And we are not just looking at by the savings account balance. If a customer probably has only 5 savings, but he may be having growth in 6 months. Please understand as EMI. So he is a rich guy. His salary is about 1.5 lakhs per month. And this way, the second he already has another. Where does he live? So please understand what kind of profile customer you deal with. Sometimes you have customers who may not have any relationship with you. And then you start interacting and you realize that this is a wealth management customer, the balance is with some other bank. So your total quality management tells you that each and every customer is important. And it also looks at all the aspects. So today, if you are opening one account with me, I would want you to have a complete relationship value with me. So I will not sell you one product, but I sell you 10 products. I want to increase your product holding ratio. So you buy not one product, you buy savings, you buy demat, you buy mutual funds, you buy life insurance, you buy FDs, RDs, name it, and buy gold, buy bonds, everything, home loan, car loan, personal loan, credit card, locker. So with ICICI I have some 14 products that I have of ICICI. HDFC I have some 10 products. So each bank wants the customer to stay. And that happens only because of these TPO tools which they have. So you can actually measure customer satisfaction. And one of the best companies who have a very good rating is HDFC. Customer comes to your counter, you service him, the counter service, they will call up the customer and find out. Did the employee know everything? How was the overall experience of the branch? Customer's overall knowledge was good. Did she make eye contact and smile? They go down even to those details. And based on that, you get your rating and your scores come, your quality scores will come from that. Apart from that, you get a service request, you raise a service request for a parking norm. The service request will bounce back, you lose marks. And the quality score has to be 100, always. If you get less than that, you will be clearly. So people who are in operations have a tough time. In ICICI Bank, he was only me, where the top 5 and the bottom 5, all the branches are there. They go up on stage. So if I'm on stage for low scores, you can imagine what happens. With the zonal head, regional head, everybody sitting in front of you and they question you. Nobody wants to stand. Account opening rejections. Requests which come and you put it in the system which are wrong. Why did it happen? The operations manager will be asked, why did you go to that person who did not know anything? Why did you call up the call center? We have a helpline, internal helpline number which you can call up and get the bar. Why did you call up that number? You know what I remember once I got paid by some service request. Every time I called up the helpline and I taken the bar and behind I would ask them, what's your name? I would write your employee number. Sometimes they don't give it. Right then. You can find it. We have a global address library. You can go and find with the name, find out the employee number. I used to write all that. I remember I contested the case. I said I spoke to this person at this time, and this is the name of that person. And she gave me the money. So I cannot be here. If I've done this, it is because of her. I got all my marks. I got 100%. So if your process is okay, you made a note of everything, you will not lose it. Very, very important because it can be measured. And customer satisfaction becomes very important. Customers also know. Customers will say, "Acha, you're not doing this for me, next time I will go." They also know why you're being judged. Monitoring customer satisfaction. Introduction to customer relationship management. So today, customer relationship is not just savings account I get. It is a 360 degree. All the accounts I get, the total relationship makes me a customer. So I know everything. In fact, we have such good systems in ICICI. ICICI is very good system. iView, iSense, I remember. If you are logging in and you are putting in the account number, it will immediately give you pop-ups. Customer doesn't have mobile register. Customer doesn't use internet banking. Which customer for internet banking? Customer has only one SMB. Which another SMB? It gives you pop-ups, gives you prompters. Then role of CRM in today's banking industry is very, very important. You know what is the competition. So when I talk about an ICICI and HDFC, they are the leaders. And Yes Bank is doing well. And Kotak is doing well. So if you don't go with the CRM channel, you're going to be in trouble. Benefits of CRM, you are able to retain your customers. Now, your regulators are this RBI, mainly. You have banking open, you know what these are. BCSB are also you have. Banking Board of India, it's a self-run organization which gives advisory services to RBI. Okay. So, Regulator's role is to ensure good customer service. RBI guidelines to customer service steps taken by banks to adhere to RBI guidelines. Now here also, as a bank, you have a social role. A driver comes to you, a bus conductor comes to you and says, I want change, you cannot refuse. You have to help. You should tender notes. Okay? You will have to be polite to everyone. You cannot have a high-handed attitude. You cannot say it's lunchtime, I cannot pay you. I cannot open the locker for you. I will not open the account for you. I don't like the face. I cannot. You know what is ombudsman, right? Ombudsman is an officer. An officer of the RBI. If there is deficiency found in your service and the customer, the process is I complain to the bank. Oh my God. Wait, let me scroll. Can somebody open the door for me? Okay, I need to open that. Yes. You know, I'm just coming.
Okay, that's it.
Look at that.
Okay, that's
Also, हो गया है.
Okay, the process of ombudsman is I complain to the bank. So I come to your counter and I say I applied for debit card, it is not coming. I have acknowledged it. It is not sir, it's in transit. And I keep coming back and it doesn't happen. I have documented proof that it taken debits. My account is debited of the amount of money. And then I still do not get my debit. So then what happens? I eventually I write to ombudsman with all the documentary proof, I give my address, I give the branch, the details of the branch where I have given this. It is more than 1 month since I followed. Your complaint should be at least 1 month followed. Then you apply to ombudsman. If the bank is found at fault, the bank can be charged negligence. Okay? Because you have not done what you are supposed to do, it's your duty to provide the services which are, I don't think there is any compliance issue here. Customer has common person given ID proof address, needs a debit card for using. If you open the branch late, every branch there will be a flag outside which shows branch timings. You don't open on time, you close early, you misbehave, you manhandle a customer, it can be a number. Your accounts are debited without authority, without any mandate from the customer. You can only debit on mandate, right? You debit it automatically. It can take a moment. So these are certain regulatory guidelines. Certain things which you should remember is your your passbook or your statement should have your nominee name. Your every receipt has your nominee name. Every maturity date, maturity amount, the date it was made on, and the amount it was. All of that has to be mentioned. Rate of interest has to be mentioned. If that is not mentioned, it could be CA or on the time. They check all. They will come and get your vouchers. You put the stamps everywhere. You have to change the date. Every day in the morning you have to go and change the date. First thing is changing of dates.
And we have to ask the customer that after maturity, there is the option of auto reading or automatically.
Now, if the customer doesn't instruct you, automatically it will be.
But
The reason is, what happens is, supposing you live outside the country, you come to me today and you say, I don't want to renew it and don't put it in my account, I'll be back after 2 years, I'll let you know. Now you are for some reason not able to come back. That stays as an overdue every. And then I have to calculate overdue interest on it when you come back to the savings account rate of interest. And I have to pay you. So now RBI has come up with a regulation that if the customer doesn't give any instruction, no maturity, no credit to account and maturity or no closure or no order anymore, it will be order renewal. But at least for those many days the customer will get it.
customer has 14 days to pay.
Some banks are 14 days for validating, some banks are 30 days. So it depends from bank to bank. That is a internal call. Okay. So all of these things have to be mentioned. And BCSBI auditors come and ask. In fact, they are always dressed in casual clothes. They come, they go to the counter and say, I have a tall note, can you take it? If you say no, you don't do it here, it's an audit. It's an audit. Audit, they come and ask you questions. You will not even know. Auditors, even your own auditors, do not come in an act with the IR. They come directly. They're standing outside before you come. If you have to have an internal audit, it's a very big thing. You reach at about 8:30, they will be there at 8:15, 8 o'clock. And the first thing they check is cash and drawers. They enter and they will immediately open the drawer. Are they locked or not? Cobra was different. The sting operation where, yes, where they asked people, we have black money, can you? So that was a newspaper thing, it was not an audit. It was a sting operation where they said, we have black money, can you make it into white? And there were some managers who said, yes, we can use that money, make this, and then we do life insurance. So their target was met and this was more than 3 more than 3 times. More than 3 times. Because every bank has the same pressure. These 3, the number was large. So the pressure was also large. So, we have to customer service, you have your own days. Now you guys have to give your tests. So I will just come and tell you what your test is. Your identity card, please sign it.